Hey everyone, welcome. Today we're diving into one of the most satisfying things you can grow right in your own backyard, the amazing cabbage. We're going to cover everything from planting that tiny seed to pulling off a crunchy, delicious harvest.
Okay, so when you think of cabbage, what pops into your head? Probably that standard round green cabbage from the grocery store, right? Well, let me tell you, that is just the tip of the iceberg, or maybe I should say, the Cabbage Patch. Yep, you heard that right, over 400 varieties. And when you decide to grow your own, you literally open up a whole new world of flavors, textures, and colors that you will never, ever find on a supermarket shelf. We're talking about everything from crinkly leaves to bright purples. It's amazing.
So, before we get our hands dirty, it kind of helps to know who the main players are. Let's meet a few of the superstars you can choose for your garden adventure.
Just look at the versatility here. You've got Savoy with those awesome crinkly leaves that are perfect for soaking up sauces, and of course, the vibrant red cabbage for a killer coleslaw. But here's the real pro tip. By choosing different types, like a fast-growing pointed cabbage for the spring and a tough drumhead for the winter, you can literally have a fresh cabbage harvest all year round.
And this is why cabbage is a true garden hero. It's not just about the taste. This stuff is a nutritional powerhouse. It's super low in calories, but absolutely packed with nutrients. Get this, just 1 cup gives you nearly half of your daily vitamin C. That's actually why sailors used to live on it during long sea voyages, to keep from getting scurvy. It's a genuine super veggie. All right, every great adventure starts with a single step. And for us gardeners, that first step is planting a tiny little seed and just watching the magic happen. Now, you might be tempted to just toss the seeds right into the garden, but trust me, starting them in trays is a way smarter move. It doesn't just protect the baby seedlings from pests and bad weather, it also lets you keep another crop in the garden while they're growing. You're basically overlapping your seasons and getting the most out of your space.
It's really this simple. Cabbage seeds are super eager to grow, so planting 2 per little pot is like a great insurance policy. Once they both sprout, you can just snip the weaker one and let the strongest seedling thrive. And remember, gentle watering is really key here. You don't want to wash those little guys away.
Okay, fast forward about a month. Your seedlings should be around 4 or 5 inches tall, with some nice leaves. They've basically graduated from the nursery and are ready to move out into the main garden. This is where they'll face some new challenges and find some new friends.
Cabbages are what we call heavy feeders, so they love soil that's full of compost. But here are 2 pro tips a lot of people miss. First, they actually love firm soil. So after you prep your garden bed, it helps to kind of shuffle over it to pack it down a bit. This helps them form those really tight, dense heads. Second, check your soil's pH. They prefer it to be a little bit alkaline, which helps stop a nasty disease called clubroot. This is one of the coolest tricks in the organic gardening playbook. You plant aromatic herbs like chives or mint nearby, and their smell can actually confuse the pests that are looking for your cabbages. And planting radishes is awesome because they keep some bugs away. Plus, you get a whole other crop to eat while you're waiting for your cabbage to grow.
All right, now for the really exciting part, protecting your cabbage treasure. Because, like any good story, this one has a few villains that we need to outsmart. The 2 biggest challenges you're probably going to face are the little green caterpillars that come from the cabbage white butterfly and pigeons. Yep, pigeons. They find young cabbage plants absolutely delicious. But don't you worry, we have some fantastic organic secret weapons to defend our garden.
And this quote pretty much says it all. The single best defense is a physical barrier. Seriously, think of it like putting a fortress around your cabbages. A simple frame covered with some fine insect mesh or netting will keep both the butterflies from laying their eggs and the birds from having a free lunch.
So, what if some pests do get through? No problem. That's where your toolkit comes in. There's an amazing organic spray called BT. It's a natural soil bacteria that basically makes the leaves terrible to caterpillars, but it is completely harmless to us, to bees, and to other good insects. It's a targeted solution that really, really works. After weeks of planting, watering, and defending your crop, the moment of triumph is finally here. This is the last stage of our adventure, harvesting your glorious homegrown cabbage.
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? If you harvest too early, the head is going to be loose. But if you wait too long, it can actually split wide open. Luckily, there's a really simple trick to know exactly when the time is right.
The absolute best way to know is the squeeze test. Just go out to the garden and gently cup the cabbage head in your hand. If it feels dense, tight, and solid, it's perfect. That firmness is the sign that all those delicious water-filled leaves have packed together and are ready for the kitchen.
So you just take a sharp knife and slice the head right off at its base. And let me tell you, hearing that crisp, satisfying crunch as you cut through the stem, well, it's one of the absolute best sounds in all of gardening. It's the sound of success.
But wait, the adventure isn't over yet. This next step is like a secret bonus level, and it shows just how generous these plants are. Cabbages are technically biennials, which means they're programmed to live for 2 years, so that root system is still full of energy. By cutting a little X in the stump, you encourage it to sprout new, smaller heads, a fantastic bonus crop.
And now, of course, for the best part, enjoying your harvest in delicious, healthy ways. You can make a simple, hearty soup or cut thick steaks and roast them with lemon and garlic. For something fresh, a spicy, vinegar-based slaw with all the heavy mayo is amazing. A quick stir-fry is always a winner, or you can even use the big leaves as healthy, low-carb wraps.
And this really is the ultimate reward. I promise you, the difference in flavor between a cabbage you grew and nurtured yourself and one that's been sitting in a truck and then a store, it's just night and day. It is a difference you can truly, truly taste.
So there you have it. We've given you the map, the tools, and all the secrets to success. All that's left is for you to begin. Your own great cabbage adventure is just out there waiting for you. So what do you say? Are you ready to get out there and grow something amazing? Happy gardening!